Introduce the next two pieces a little bit, just to kind of give you a little tidbit of what we're about to sing. One of my wonderful opportunities is to expose some of this music to some students that they may not have ever been able to be a part of. And the next two pieces are what we would call opera choruses. So they're actual choruses that come from operas. So these would be staged works that we're doing in a concert setting. But it was an opportunity for me to introduce two different types of operas to these students. The first one being what we call opera seria, or serious opera. It's written by the famous composer Mozart, which we've all probably heard of Mozart before. This piece he wrote when he was 19 years old. It's hard to believe. And so the story here is about the shepherd king. And so the story is at the end, this is at the end of the opera, that they're singing Viva, meaning long live the king. And so this piece is very structured, very classical in style. Of that opera seria, very serious opera style. And that was written, late 1700s. So then you go 100 years later, so we have Offenbach, who writes this opera called La Jolie Parfumeuse, which is the pretty perfumery, a pretty perfume maker. And so this particular piece, called the Neighbor's Chorus, is a very famous scene from the opera. Again, this is an opera comique, or opera comic opera. Very not serious. This is about mistaken identities. This is about love mixed up with different things, and everybody's not sure who's in love with who until the very end. And so this particular piece, the Neighbor's Chorus, they are the neighbors who are the nosy neighbors. They want to know what's going on with this love interest between these two young people. And so at the beginning of the third act, these neighbors are literally peeking in the windows saying, please excuse me, tell me the story, I want to know what's going on. So if our students do their job right, we're going to present two different types of opera. The very first piece, Viva, from the early Mozart opera, very serious, very classical. And then the second opera, the Neighbor's Chorus, very comic, very funny. Thank you.